This is an introduction to money and banking as a Web3 class. Please make sure you go through your class syllabus. Your class syllabus acts as a contract between you and the school and determines it lists out for you how your grades are determined so you understand what you need to do to be successful in this class. Basically, though, we've got 3 tests. The tests will cover 4 or 5 chapters of material. And the final is not comprehensive, so each chapter is just over the most recent 4 or 5 chapters. And you'll have a test review sheet that I will have for each test, and I will allow you to complete that and submit it for 5 points extra credit, so that will also help a little bit on your test. There'll be homework for each chapter, and that homework will be submitted into MindTap, which is the publisher Cengage's product. And you could either have the textbook, which is The Money and Banking by Brandel. It's the first edition. And it should be packaged with the MindTap access code. We'll eventually go up to the second edition. Right now, the first edition is the one that has the MindTap resources. So I wanted to use that one so that you would have the ability to do your homework there. You could also just get the Cengage Unlimited access code, and that would provide you with access to the course and access to the ebook. Since it's a Web3 class, you really don't need to have the hard copy of the book unless you prefer it. So that is the textbook, and that is where the homework will be done, and it'll be weekly. It'll be due after we cover the chapter. It'll be due that following Monday at midnight. So for instance, for week 1, we'll cover chapter 2. So then chapter 2 would be due on Monday at midnight. And then the next week, if we cover chapter 3, that will be due the following week, Monday at midnight. There will be 2 weeks that we probably cover 2 chapters. So then you may have 2 chapters to do a couple of weeks during the semester. There will, and your tests will be taken at the testing center. They are going to be pencil and paper tests, primarily multiple choice, matching, and then a couple essays on each test. But you do have to go into the testing center either here at main campus, or you can go to the Akron Testing Center. If you want to go to the Akron Testing Center, please send me an email so I know to send your tests up there, and they can be looking for you. There'll be a research project on probably I'll give more details out to what the topics will be on for that research project, and that will be due around week 11, I believe, because I want it due before the drop date, so you'll have that grade. That'll also be 100 points as well. So basically, you'll have your homework that's completed in MindTap for 100 points. You'll have 3 tests, each worth 100 points, and then you'll have a banking or financial institution type research project also worth 100 points. You'll have some extra credit opportunities. There'll be a discussion post for each chapter, and those will be 1 extra credit point up to a maximum of 10, and I will award those points at the end of the semester. I will also provide test review sheets for each of the 3 tests, and if you fill out those and submit them back to me in the Dropbox, I will award you 5 extra credit points, plus it helps you prepare for the test, so that's really what I want you to do. So my advice as you go through, so that's kind of the basics of what you'll find in that class syllabus. But my advice for how you go through the course, if you go into your lessons tab, there will be a folder for each week. So you'll start with week 1. They'll be time delayed, so I'm not going to release them all initially. You'll just see maybe 1 or 2 weeks at a time. So you'll go in initially, you'll see week 1. You'll open that, you'll click on the week 1 words, and it'll open up into your materials and your assignments folder. Then if you click up on the materials, it'll open up into a PowerPoint and a YouTube video. Then I would like you to first of all read the chapter. The textbook is a really easy read. That's why I picked it. It's, you don't have to be like an accounting guru or a high finance person to understand what this guy is saying. He gives some really clear, good examples. So, and the chapters aren't super long. So take the time to first read the chapter, then go in and look over my PowerPoints for your kind of your key ideas. and then watch my YouTube video, and then go in and do your homework, and then take advantage of all the resources that you'll find in MindTap, because you're paying for it, so you might as well take advantage of everything that they give you. And that is pretty much what you need to know about the class. You can message me or send me emails if you have any questions as you go through, and watch for my announcements each week.